Well, I hope I'm doing it right. I'd honestly love to put it right here because that's where my I'm looking, but yeah, I don't have a place to put that right now. So, hello people. I don't think I'm doing it for all three, am I? I'm gonna check Rumble. See if Rumble's working. Cause I'm like, okay, I've got this one. Go view stream, right? Let's view stream, right? It's just chatting, right? Doing some tier. Fuck you and you're doing a dearless bounty. Yes. Oh, sorry. And then doing this one, can I go turn this on? Too many channels. Too many channels. Oh, that's why. Okay. Rumble's not gonna work. Okay. Got it. Got it. Too many channels. What's going on here? Why is it not showing something? Okay. Let's go to Control A, YouTube. Do. Oh no, go create, go live, and then over here. Let's see if it's gonna work. I hope so. Yeah. No, it's not made for kids because I can swear if I want to. Okay. Oh no, it's working. Okay, it's working fine. Okay, now I'll go to. Yeah, there we go. Now we go to Twitch.tv. So cool. Nice. So this is working totally fine. Not perfectly, but totally fine. Not perfectly, but fine. Like, well enough for me. Right, we're doing well, right? Offline. Oh no. Streaming. Make sure it's still streaming. Make sure I'm streaming. Make sure that I'm streaming. Stream. Let me see you holla. Boom. It says offline. Although it says it's on. So I don't know what's going on. Okay. Let me see you holla. Wobble your legs. Put your arm back and forth like a hugging yourself. I mean, I'm on YouTube, so it's working, so. I don't understand it, but hey, you're working, I guess. Oh, well, it says it's working, so. It says working on YouTube. Interesting, okay. Working, I guess. Come on, it says working on YouTube. That in focus? Because I don't even know. Oh, well, it says it's working, so. It says working on YouTube. Interesting, okay. Ooh, that's even worse now. See if that's gonna work now. I have no idea if that's in focus right now. Like, maybe? Hopefully. Haven't a clue. Nope. Nope, that's out of focus still, I think. Right there. Right there, right there, right there. I think that should be good. Maybe, possibly, I hope so. Nope. That's in focus right now. Still a tiny bit out of focus. Right there. I'm gonna leave it like that, I don't care. So, y'all can go freaking frick yourself. I don't give a hoot. Also, I don't know why it's not working on Twitch, but okay. Like, my video stream isn't working on Twitch. For whatever reason, so... I have no idea what's going on here. Can I stretch this to fit my screen? Oh, guess not. I mean, I can, but I don't think it did anything. Oh, okay. Cool. I don't understand why it's not working. I'm only going to go for maybe an hour, so maybe like, or sorry, maybe like, 30, 40, maybe 5 minutes, so not like I'm saying anything crazy, but yeah. Yeah, so I think I need to change my battery for my Pebble smartwatch, because I broke the first one I bought, so I bought a second one, and now I'm gonna try and see if I can get it to like work properly. So let's just see. 'Cause I have a new battery for it, right? So all I really gotta do is add a new battery, because it keeps saying like dying, 10 hours left, a day left, like when I've already charged it fully. So, but I mean, hey, I have other watches. I have a Casio, one of those calculator watches. I have other Casio watches. I'm fine. Like it's fine for me. I don't really care, right? I'm okay with it. So it's just that that watch is, I like that watch a lot. So the Pebble Classic. So you know what I mean. So I don't know. I don't really care. I'm just saying that's what it is. So yeah, personally, I don't really care. But I'm like, okay, cool. Like I use watches because I know that if I don't use a watch, I'm never ever going to look at the watch, like time. I'm never going to like notice the time, and it'll be 3 hours later, and somebody will be like, "What happened to you, man?" And I'll be like, "What do you mean, what happened, dude? It's like 3 days later." And you're like, "Oh," or it's like 3 hours later, or it's like an hour after it should be going home or doing something, important. I'm like, "Oh, I completely missed that. Whoops." That kind of thing. So, not to say that I'm the worst at time. It's just that I don't look at time if I don't look at time. If I don't look at the time, if I don't have the time on my wrist, I will never look at it. I'll never be like, oh, yes. So. Yeah, I mean. It is what it is. In sense of time. Time's like, yeah, whatever.
1920 x 1080.
Cool. I don't know what the heck that was good for, but yeah. So yeah. Don't ask me what the heck's going on. It's a weird, like, sure, okay, cool. You know what I mean? Anyway. For me, I don't really care. It is what it is. So yeah. And now we're at that time of year where, well, St. Patrick's Day, okay. I don't know if anybody else celebrates it anywhere else in the world. Right? I don't know if anybody else celebrates it anywhere else in the world, but for St. Patrick's Day, which is on the Monday, but they're going to have the parade, because they have a St. Patrick's Day parade on the Sunday, right? It's supposed to be 15 degrees, and so for me, I'm like, whoa, that's kind of insane. Oh, bro, don't go over. Right? Because it is kind of insane. It's one of those, whoa, you're going to be 15 degrees Celsius? That's crazy. Fahrenheit would be insane, but Celsius, crazy. We actually insane. Well, because this is a weird bipolar time where between now and like April, yeah, not even April, because April usually has one more snowfall, one more snowstorm. But by the mid-April, now in mid-April, they don't know if they want. It doesn't know, like the weather doesn't know if it wants to be. It's bipolar, so it doesn't know if it wants to be hot, cold. It's the same as like October and November. From October to like November, like mid-November, they don't know if they want to be hot or cold. Are we warm, like a nice, cool fall day, or are we hot like summer? Are we cold like winter? Or are we hot like warm like spring? Or are we hot like summer? Because we've had those before where it's like I can walk outside in shorts and a t-shirt one day, and the next day it's minus 20 and your car doesn't start and a whole bunch of rigmarole. Like, wow. You know what I mean? It's just weird, okay? To me. I'm like, wow, okay. I'm not saying it's good or bad. What I'm saying is just choose one, please, and just be it. Like, just have a good date where it's like, okay, after this day, it's cold. After this day, it's warm. After this day, it's hot. After this day, it's cool. After this day, it's cold. Like especially when, like, it's freezing and there's no snow. Or it's warm, but it's not warm enough. Like, my mother would always say that to me. She'd be like, we're not at the point where we can have our, go do things outside yet. Like, water related. Can't go swimming. Can't use water balloons or water gun. I'm like, why? That's so dumb. Because it is. It's dumb. It's dumb. In my opinion, it's very dumb. It's very... I don't know what's going on with this. This is offline. I have no clue what's going on here. It says it's offline. I have no idea what's going on. Unstable. Average stream bitrate too high. Like, I don't know what's going on, but YouTube says it's fine. Watch. I'll go to YouTube and it'll be fine. Live? Fine. I don't understand it. That's ridiculous. That is stupid. That is actually stupid. Like, whatever. So dumb. So dumb. And then on the preview for Restream, it just no. Just shows me nothing. Rayo? Oh, you're on Twitch, okay. Okay, tell me on Twitch, are you seeing a black screen? Because if you're seeing a black screen, I'm sorry, but like... I'm sorry if you're seeing a black screens. I'm sorry for seeing a black screen, because, like, YouTube says it's fine. It says it's offline on Twitch, and I have absolutely no idea what's going on. Like, what's going on right now, you know what I mean? If you're here, Ryo 3031, tell me if you're seeing a black screen, because it's okay. Okay, that's just bizarre then. Hello, how are you? Don't try to sell me your services to be a for artist stuff for Twitch. I seriously do not want it. I've been solicited too many times. I was just solicited like the other day. So we're like, hey, would you like to be? I'm like, no, just no. So don't tell me that. And if you are going to sell me it, get out or shut up about it and just don't talk about it. I've already said no to multiple people. But yeah. No, my 3D printer doesn't work. My tube is coming out because there's like a tube that guides the filament into the head, and then that has there's a problem with that where it's coming out now, and I might need to get a new piece there or like a locking little. It's dumb, but yeah, it's okay. I guess I'll have to figure it out because I'm asking people on Adam Savage's tested Discord, and they're like, yeah, just do this or just do that or try this or print this or do that or what about this? Hey, does it work now? Is it working? Not to say that, it's broken. It's not broken. It's just that the tube just wants to come out. So, yeah. Yeah, so. You know what's weird? You know what people don't do anymore? Although, I know literally 2 people trying to write a book. And one's writing 2 books. One about her life and one not about her life. And so I'm like, because I was going to say, who reads books anymore? When's the last book? Okay, tell me right now. I'm not joking. 2 things. If you've read a book, And what was the last book you read? Because I was following Haley Pham, which is Ryan Trahan's wife, and I was like watching her videos and being like, oh wow, she like reads a book a week or something. She's one of those weird people. I knew a guy like that. The director of summer camp, my Christian summer camp that I used to work at. He read like 400 books a year or something. Like my dad used to read like dozens of books. Ooh, what time is it there? Because right here it's 12:33. You where? I don't know where you are. I'm in Canada, Quebec, Canada. But yeah, so my dad used to be one of those guys who used to read like, a book a week or something stupid like that. Was it Ty Lopez who claimed he read a book a day or something? I'm like, okay, well, how small are your books? Anyway. But yeah. So yeah, book. Like the last book I read, like fully through, probably Yesterday Erased by Andy Schrock. But I'm reading a whole bunch of books. I have like 4 books there. I have the manual to my Canon T3i, which isn't really a book, so I wouldn't count that as a book. But also, I'm reading everything you would need to know about going to film school without going to class. And then I have a digital photography for dummies. And then I have like other things here and there. I have a documentary book. I have Airborne by Kenneth O'Peal. I have other books to read. There's all these other books I should have read too, like long ago. Like I never read the Percy Jackson series. I never finished reading Harry Potter. I never finished reading Charlie Bone. And then do people reread books? I wonder if that's like a thing people do, because I don't reread books, but my brother has reread the Harry Potter, I'm not even joking, like 30 times. Not even joking. Because I already told a story where he wanted to read Harry Potter. He wanted to beat his best friend at the time, who had read it maybe 8 to 10 times. So he like read it like not one more time than him, like twice or something. Like so he read it like 12 or something. And then he went and read it like a 13th and a 14th and a 15th and a 17th and a 20th and then 25 and then 30, and then he's like, wow. And I think he reads it like once a year or watches the movies once a year or something. Like, oh my gosh. I'm like, I would never, because the last book is like legitimately like that thick. It's like 3 inches thick. I'm like, oh my god, it's like 1,000 pages. It's like insane. Oh, and I'm also reading something in the wind or something. This book. The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. Because, well, no, it's because my friend had it, and then the pastor of my young adults, of my old church, was like, we're at his house, we're at my friend's house for Christmas, and he was just like, registered? What does that mean, registered? YouTube. What about YouTube? Yeah, I'm on YouTube. Yeah. I'm also streaming on YouTube right now. I have 2 channels, a main channel and a streaming channel. Anyway, so we're at my friend's house for Christmas, and the pastor was there, and he's like, oh, these books are good. I met the guy once. I told you I met the guy once. I'm like, whoa. Met the author. And it's one of those books where it's like, it's a, what's his name? George R.R. Martin situation where they're like, where it's like, oh, you gonna ever, like, get to the last book or finish the series? Like this one, he's like, gonna do the 3rd one? And he's like, he looked at him like, oh, God, please stop asking me about that. Yeah, what about YouTube? Yeah. So that's, like, the last books I've been reading. And I don't hate books. I just listen to more books. Like I was listening to, because I go to young adults at a church downtown. So it's I can take the metro there. I can take the subway there. So I take the subway every week, right? And so I've been listening to. I did it twice. I've been listening to because I have it on my iPod. From oh my gosh, Audible. I have the First Lord of the Rings book. You commented on a YouTube video. I did. Who are you? Maybe I know you. I commented on a YouTube video. Did I now? Which one now? Because I comment on a few videos. I've commented on a few videos in my day. So, like, what's this? Look, you see this? Now, is that the censor or is that the... Hello, Twitch. Who are you? I can't not even tell you what that name is. What was I going to say? Copy. So, yeah. Yeah, so I listened to the first Lord of the Rings book. No. Yeah. So yeah. Rishi? Is that how you say that?
Richie.
Richie, okay.
E.T.
I know what's that one.
Nietzsche.
Nope, it's not Nietzsche, it's Ricci. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It's Ricci. I'll say it is Nietzsche. But I don't think so, I think it's Ricci.
Richie.
Hello, Richie. How are you doing? I think it's Richie. So yeah, I've been listening to that one, and I have a few other books on there too. I have the like radio play of when Brother Andre died. So if you don't know who Brother Andre is the guy who started who built what's it called? Who built St. Joseph's Oratory in Montreal, and there's like a radio play of him dying, and then it's like a 2-part thing with it's like a tape with 2 parts, and it's like 2 sides. That's what it was, not 2 tapes. So yeah, and so I have that too that I've never finished. I give it to my friend. I give a copy to my friend for his birthday, or did I just hand him to him? I used to give my best friend way back in the day, like I just handed him things when I was like, yeah, hey, you want it? I'm like, cool. Hey, here, look what I found. Because we used to do that all the time, whether it be Hot Wheels cars or it be whatever thing we found, a book, a magazine, a toy, a tape, whatever it was, right? And so, for me at least, I just gave him that, I think that I just gave him to him. Or his birthday, I don't remember. I used to give him things all the time, and my dad would be like, you can't give it to him, you gotta wait for either birthday or Christmas. And I'm like, you suck. You actually suck. No, let me give them now, by the way. So yeah, I have that one too. Brother Andre's dead, or Brother Andre. And so, I don't know if I have the website yet. Yeah, I'll leave it off. At least right now. So yeah, in my opinion, like books, people just don't read books anymore. I think it's because there's too many mediums to enjoy entertainment, like video games, movies, TV shows, podcasts, audiobooks. Nobody reads books. I mean, listening to a book, if you don't consider it a reading a book, then yeah, people will listen to books over reading, but I think reading a book is... he's like, I don't know, everybody should read a book, everybody should read at least a book every so often. Like, I think there are good books that exist in the world that we're just missing. Like, I've never read any of those, like, classic books that people, like, you never read Tom Sawyer or Huckleberry Finn or Grapes of Wrath or War and Peace or Charles... what is Charles Dickens? What's that one called? Or Gatsby or any of those. Moby Dick. I read Moby Dick. Well, it was read to me, but what's the other one? Charles Dickens, the one. Charles Dickens, Christmas Carol, or stuff like that. Like Oliver Twist. And I was like, no, I never read any of those books because they're boring. I'm like, well, okay, yeah. No offense, yeah, that's a kind of valid. When you say that, you're like, it's kind of valid. When you say like it's boring, I'm like, because it is. I'm not gonna go and say that it's like terrible, but boring meaning like, okay, look, you're really gonna tell me you're gonna read Old English and it's gonna be good and you're gonna love it? No, I'm sorry, but hey, look, in my opinion, I don't know. In my opinion, I feel like yes, I am. Well, I make rings out of wood and bow ties. I don't really make anything else. I'm not that sophisticated. I'm not that good at making anything else. But yeah, what were they saying? Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah. So what were they gonna say? Yeah. So I don't make. Yeah. I mean, I make things out of wood. I make rings and bow ties out of wood. I have not gotten anywhere farther than that. My brother sells things on Etsy made out of wood: spoons, mallets, wands. What else? Oh, he made boxes. He's done like shelves, So, and he's given me a few tips here and there, but he's never really taught me how to make things, and it's not hard to figure out. Like, he's really good at dovetailing. It's the kind of dovetailing where like it does that like, unless it's 2 different colors, it does that like thing where it's like, and you can't even tell they're like dovetailed together. You can't even tell they're dovetailed. You can't even tell that there's no glue. It's crazy stuff. He's made boxes. It's crazy. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, so that's what I think about books. I don't really think too much of books. They're okay. They're fine. They're what they are. They're not perfect. They're not great, but they're I don't know. You get a lot of knowledge from books. People say that like if you don't read, you're not getting the knowledge out of things. Like books hold all the knowledge. Think about it, right? The number 1 best-selling book in the world is the Bible. I wonder why? Because it's it's got all the truth and knowledge in it that you could ever need forever. I think it was Andrew Tate who said his grandmother used to read the Bible, and he used to ask his grandmother, "Well, why are we like what? Like why do you read the Bible so much?" And she's like, it has all the answers to everything ever life can ever throw at you. And I'm like, I mean, hey, Andrew Tate's grandmother, smart woman. Also, the thing that I don't. Okay, you want to know something weird? Why would, if you're trying to make a new religion, let's say you're Muhammad, right, and you're trying to make a new religion, right, and you're making a new religion, but then you somehow write in a book. Oh, hello, musician. Hi. If you're trying to make a new book, right? Why would you then reference and say, well, the thing we're referencing, because the pastor of my old church who does young adults is, he once said, which is a very funny thing to think about, Islam is just a Christian fanfic. I'm like, yes, it is. It's Christian fanfiction, which it is, because think about it, right? You've got the same book that you reference and say is the truth, but it's corrupted and we need to change it and we need to do it right. It wasn't this guy, it was this guy. This detail is actually not true. This detail is actually correct. This guy's right, or that guy's right, or whatever. And I'm like, excuse me? How can you say that the Bible is the word of God and it's the truth, while it's not the truth? Well, it's not right truth. You know, I got a revelation. You know, I've been listening, watching, or seeing clips of, I don't remember his last name, but it's Sam something or other. Sam anyway, and he does the whole thing where he attacks. He's like an apologist and attacks or debates and breaks down people like the Muslims and go, well, here's why your Islam is stupid. Islam is stupid. Why Muslims? You does YouTube on a full-time job? No, not yet. I love music. I make music. I have 3 songs waiting to be mastered because I contacted a guy, or actually 2 other songs, and I should probably post my music. Oh, do I have music somewhere? Do I have music in this? I don't think I do, eh? Dang. I'll look up Taco Imposters on all your streaming platforms, and you can find me. Even on YouTube. Even YouTube, this channel right now that I'm on right now, the YouTube guy, music one, go there and you'll find my music. Anyway, those are just beats right now, but I have actual lyrical music that I'm trying to make. Yes, I am a magician. Anyway, so yeah, he's beating at them this is why Islam is stupid. This is why Islam doesn't work. This is why this and anything. Nice. I would think that's why your name is musician. But yeah, and I play one instrument. I play the ukulele. I've tried the guitar, the recorder, the piano, the ocarina, and the ukulele. And the ukulele is the only thing I could ever wrap my head around. Everything else just doesn't make sense to me. I'm like, I should play some ukulele right now.
Yes, if I can, but...
Let me see if I can play something. I'll play a little bit of what I can remember. Nice. I make, Nope, that's wrong. Gosh, I'm awful. I'm just rusty at this. Now here you go again. You say you want your freedom. Well, who am I to bring it down? It's only right that you should play the way you feel it. Now listen carefully to the sound of your loneliness, like a heartbeat drives you mad. In the stillness of remembering what you had, what you lost, and what you had, and what you lost. Thunder only happens when it's raining. Players only love you when they're playing. Women, they will come and they will go. When the rain washes you clean, you'll know why men gray till they gotta be gray. Don't text me, tear straight to my face. Best friend sit me down in a salon chair. Fresh shampoo, fresh, get you out of my hair. Shampoo, fresh photo with a bomb of lighting. New man on a Minnesota Viking. Truthers need something more exciting. Bum bum be dum dum. If I lay here, if I just lay here, would you lay with me and just forget the world? Don't worry about a thing. Because every little thing, it's gonna be alright. Oh. Don't worry about a thing. Because every little thing is gonna be alright, right? But you didn't have to cut. I don't know how with all of them. Get out of here. I'm gonna go to bed now. Goodbye. But you didn't. I don't know who you are, but okay. But you didn't have to cut me off. I don't know how the song goes. So I don't know all of it. I'm not good at it. I follow a video every time I want to play it. So, but yeah. Do you know any Japanese musical instruments? There's that like Asian thing that you play kind of like this. There's the dulcimer that you like smack with a hammer. Or is that Indian? There's a few other things. Isn't there like sitar is Indian, correct? Although I can play a thing that I know how to play by heart now. I'll play the ones that I know how to play by heart, like full on by heart. No. God. Thank you. Whoopsies. God of Abraham. Itchy. When I'm stressed or when I'm nervous, I'm itchy as frick, man. God of Abraham, you're the God of covenants and faithful promises. Time and time again, you have proven you'll do what you said. Though the storms may come and the winds may blow, I'll remain steadfast and let my heart learn when you speak a word, it will come to pass. Great is your faithfulness to me. Great is your faithfulness to me. From the rising sun to the setting same, I will praise your name. Great is your faithfulness to me. God from age to age, though the earth may pass away, your word remains the same. Your history can prove there's nothing you can't do. You're faithful and you're true. Though the storms may come and the winds may blow, I'll remain steadfast and let my heart learn when you speak a word, it will come to pass. Great is your faithfulness to me. Great is your faithfulness to me. From the rising sun to the setting same, I will praise your name. Great is your faithfulness to me. the ground. My rock and firm foundation. He'll never let me down. I'll put my faith in Jesus, my anchor to the ground. My rock and firm foundation. He'll never let me down. Great is your faithfulness to me. Great is your faithfulness to me. From the rising sun to the setting same, I will praise your name. Great is your faithfulness to me. Now I want to figure out why the camera just turned off. Unless it didn't turn off for you people. Look, it turned off for me, so tell me if it turned off. I think it did. Is it dead? I hope not. I don't think it is. It did this the other day too. Yeah, it did this the other day too. Yeah, see, I'm gonna see what happened with the camera. Did it like turn off after a certain amount of time? I don't have a turn off, do I? I don't have like a ooh. That's off. And back on now. Let me see. Is it overheating? It's a good question. Very good question. Oh, did it change like... okay, that's what happened. I'm putting my camera away just because... Or my ukulele away just because... But yeah, okay, let's go see. Put it that way. Whoopsie. This way. Like, this way, all over. That way. And let's see. God dang it. Did I not save my settings? Pieces of garbage. Cool. Let's go check the menu. Menu. Not menu, sorry. Delete. I said not menu, I said delete. I need to go to... Fudge. Delete. Advanced settings, right? Let's zoom in. Oh, I'm in the advanced setting, that's why. It's backwards. There. Always, please. Now we're going to go back to... There you go. I don't think this is showing my face, right? Is it picking up my face? No, it looks like I have to do it every time, though. It's annoying, but okay. Yeah, should be good. Should be good. Should be fine. There you go, cool. Should be fine. Okay, cool. So yeah, that's my ukulele skills. I don't know how to read sheet music yet, but again, I know a lot of people who do not know how to do that, and it's like, that's not crazy. I'm like, really? They're like, yeah. That's for orchestra people. That's for people in orchestras and in stuff like that. I'm like, oh, really? They're like, yeah. Most people don't even know. Michael Jackson, one of the biggest pop stars in history, did not know how to play a single instrument. I think it was Elvis, who I think he only knew like 2 chords ever, which is all you really need. You need 3 chords, okay? I think it's A, C, G, or A, C, F, or something like that, and you can play like literally every chord. Because I think it was because I think that's what they talk about. That's exactly what they talk about in there's like 4 chords for Axis of Awesome. They have like a 4-chord thing where it's like, come on, like Benny's like, you need 4 chords to play anything, and he's like, and then they're all like, what do you mean by that? No. And then he starts playing them, and they start singing, and like, oh yeah, you're right. You only need 4 chords. And you're like, what did I tell you? What did I tell you? You only need 4 chords. And I'm like, no, you're right. Or 3 chords, whatever it is. Oh yeah, 100%. And you can play it on almost any instrument, you know? So yeah. Not to say that, it's good or bad. I'm just saying like that's just what it is. You just only need X amount of chords. So. Oh, that was a minute. Okay. So yeah. So weird. So yeah. It's a hole now. I hate it. So yeah. In my opinion, I'm just like, okay, cool. You only need 4 chords, so not like you need to know all the stuff about music to be a musician. No, it's not like something like coding where you gotta kind of know what you're doing when you're coding, or in a language or something. You can't really fake it, because in you can give me the chords for something and I'll play almost anything. Give me like minute. Give me a minute to just like figure out, okay, how am I supposed to play this strumming pattern, and I'll figure it out. So yeah, in my opinion, chords are just chords are chords. I mean, they are what they are. Our music is music. I mean, some people are amazing at music. Some people are awful at music. Some people don't even know what they're doing. You ever listen to JJ Icefish? He's got the worst song in existence, like one of the worst songs ever. And then you got like the meme songs like I want to be ninja. I want to be ninja. I want to rock, chop down, reach out down to China, bring down to Chinatown. No, the reason why that song is terrible and is awful and should never be played is because it's played by a woman who is the definition of white woman, of like Karen white woman. She's like trying to sell beds or something, Murphy beds, and she's like, I'm gonna make a song about it, and she like sings a song. She's like, I'm gonna sing a song about this, and she's like, it's like the most racist thing you'll ever hear, because if you're an Asian, you're gonna go, excuse me. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know. That one is AJ Fish. There's then there's the which is bad, but then there's the other meme songs like Super Hot Fire, or any of Bo Burnham songs are pretty good. Well, not any, because some of them are whack, but yeah. In my opinion, yeah, people like Super Hot Fire, like not that guy. Sorry, Man's Not Hot. 2 + 2 is 4, -1 is 3. Quick math. It's free. Quick math. Take off your jacket. I say man's not hot. She said take off your jacket. I say man's not hot. The thing goes skrrrra, papa kakaka, skitty boop pop pop, and a poot toot toot doom. You don't know. Big shock. And then there's things like Childish Gambino, This Is America, where he's trying to make a statement to say like, well, America's shit down the tubes. I'm like, okay, calm down first of all. Second of all, you know how you can fix that, right? Instead of complaining about it, actually fix your life. Because it's same people. It's the same kind of thing when someone tries to complain about like capitalism is terrible, socialism is better, communism is the best. And it's like, no. The reason why I'm not telling you that that capitalism is perfect. Is the utopia you're looking for. What I'm saying is, it is definitely the only one that works. The only one that works is capitalism. Tell me a single socialist, communist party, or country that ever succeeded. Government that ever succeeded. And some guy, it was either Charlie Kirk or Dinesh D'Souza, and he was like, tell me one that ever worked. Tell me one that worked. And he like, this one kid comes up and goes, well, actually, there was the one time in Spain when the guy like interrupts and goes, no. That only lasted, or let him finish. He goes, that lasted for 6 months, and that was it, and that was all, and it didn't work, and it fell, and it like everything else. I know people from communist countries. I know people from the Asian Chinas, and Asian like China. I know people from. I knew a woman from Cuba who was like, oh yeah, it's the most communist, and it's awful. You get cows, but guess what? You don't get to keep any of the meat. If your cow dies, or gets killed for some reason, you get, I think, 10% of beef, and the rest gets back to them. It's like, yeah, we can't kill you, but yeah, we can't let you die, because that would be bad. But because we're not that savage in Cuba, but you're not getting much from us. But then you got people who are like saying, well, I think it was Bernie Sanders, or people were saying like, because when Castro died, it was like, oh yeah, Castro was actually really good because he gave like free education, and yeah, but what are you giving up to do that? It was that very famous North Korean woman, right, who came out and was on like every podcast ever for like a while, and was talking about how, I think it was even on Joe Rogan, and she was like talking about how like, well, how did we get to the state that we are today? How did North Korea get to the state that they are today? The North Korean leader, either his father or his grandfather, Kim Jong Un's either father or grandfather, promised them, no more inequality, but you have to give up, and we'll give you food and water if you just, believe that we're gonna have no inequality. And so we were like, okay, great. What happened? They gave them nothing and took away everything. And so it's like, wait a second here. That's not equality, because the difference between equity and equality, there's like, we're all equal, or we all have the same equal chance of something. Because to me, equality, one says that you are all equal, but yeah, you all get to be equal, but all equally poor or equally destitute. Like, I think it was Ben Shapiro on Joe Rogan, who was talking about how like it was either Joe was trying to say this or Ben was trying to say like that there's got to be other ways of getting people out of this poverty than to just like, it's got to be ways of doing this. Because to me, poverty is like a certain percent of it is a choice, meaning, did you want to go to school? Did you want to succeed in life? Did you want to apply yourself? Because I remember listening to a guy. He was two people on when they used to have I know it's not a great channel, but news channel, but Fox News used to have Mark Levin used to be on like live, and used to have people in the studio, and he had these two guys in that were going around the world telling you this is why socialism doesn't work. They're going to college campuses, they're going to different countries, they're saying this is why socialism doesn't work. They went to the real socialist countries, the Swedens and the Switzerlands and the Venezuelas and it's like, yeah, here's why it doesn't work. Venezuela is what, 2,000% inflation or something ridiculous like that. Their money's worth nothing. It's like Zimbabwe, where you can I can just buy right now for like nothing. I can own a $2 billion bill, a $1 billion bill, Zimbabwe dollar bill. That's insane. Their money means nothing. What was it? It was not Turkey, but it was one of those countries in there, like Eurasia or Middle East or something like that, where their money just keeps going up in inflation. Like it just it's like something stupid like 2,000% inflation. Is ridiculous. But yeah, so his whole thing was these two guys' things was, one of them said, okay, if you told me at 11 years old when I was about to go into high school that if I don't have to do anything and I get $1,000 a week or a month, whatever it is, a week, and you told me, hey, I get a basic minimum basic income, I would do nothing with my life. And you know how many people would do literally nothing? They would do zero, nada, zilch, zippo, nothing. They would sit and stare at the walls and do whatever they please. Because what I think was Neil deGrasse Tyson, who talked about like, I believe he and a few other people talked about how like, you're going to get to a point where the robots and the AI take everyone's job, but we get to do the more. Why do you keep doing that? Change the battery pack. Oh, okay. Batteries. Okay. I'm gonna leave soon. I'm just gonna finish this and be done. But let me turn it off because it's dead. But okay. Just give me 30 seconds to figure this out actually, because I'm gonna turn on. Is it here? I think it is. No, not that. I want to turn this off for now. And I want to go to this, and I want to turn on. What do I have on right now? A Droid Cam. I want to turn follower chat on, and I want to turn display capture off, and I want to turn slideshow on. And I want to make the slideshow the full size of the screen, please, and I want to fit the screen. Actually, I want to go even bigger than that. I want to stretch the screen. But yeah, he's talking about how but we're gonna have they're gonna take our jobs, 100%, of course. But they're gonna leave us with jobs that we're all gonna be like, we're gonna like all the jobs we want to do. Because for a long time, right, everybody talked about jobs as like, well, the robots can't take away this job or that job. And I'm just like, yeah, which was like, it was always like the creative jobs. The robot's not going to take our creative job away. The robot's not going to take our creative job. And I'm like, Yeah, sure about that? Now I'm like questioning that because I'm like, you sure about that? Because I'm kind of scared that it can take away our creative job. But they can. Oh, it can be your artist now. It can be your writer. It can be your musician. It can be your painter. It can be your whatever. Like, it's kind of scary. Where's my... It is kind of scary. But also, it's like, what are you going to do? Right? Give me a second here. I'm going to do two things right now. Right? So now, we're just going to have more fun in life. Cool. Plug this bad boy in and plug that bad boy in. This fuckery plane. Give me 30 seconds here. Fuckers. There's things in life where we can just like, we need to pay something somewhere, right? Gotta pay. You still gotta pay, your taxes and your whatever, right? People have to like eat.
No, they're not.
But not anymore because I just bought just ordered from Amazon. I ordered a. I don't know. Cool. I ordered a power like connected to the wall power, so that doesn't have to die anymore. But yeah. So yeah, I can see where it could come into handy with basic income, where it's like. Yeah. It's we're paying to just kind of live. What I mean by that is like we don't have to do anything anymore. Literally every job, you've created the robot that makes your house, 3D prints your house, and you've created the guy who does your cell phone, or the guy. Whatever. You can just come back. You can come out and just do whatever you want. You can actually just end up just doing whatever you actually want. So for me, I'm like, cool, nice, I'll do that. Fantastic, right? For me, at least, it's fantastic because, like, I'm like, I would never want to do things. I don't want to go to school. I don't want to go to do work if I don't have to. If you could tell me, here's $1,000 a week, go do whatever you want, go live your life, I'd love to do that. Look at the pictures I'm showing right now. I could go back to the botanical gardens. I could go do whatever I want, right? Like, it's kind of crazy how, like, I don't have to do anything anymore. I could sit and stare at the walls and still live a comfortable life, It's crazy how I don't. Yeah, but like, but then again, the world would fall apart if you don't. Now, at this moment right now. If people decided to do nothing, yeah, the world would fall apart. But, yeah. But I could see why that, like, basic income would have to come to play, because we'd have all these things where it's like, well, the AI overlord eat the rest of your life. You can make SSDs if you like. You can read books. You can play cards. You can draw. You can write. You can do whatever. The same way I think we're never going to need what's it called anymore? We're so not going to need we're so not going to need there's going to be 2 or 3 people or 2 or 3 degrees you would get it in a what do you call it at a university or college. Like, it's stupid, you know what I mean? Right? We don't need them. We don't need them. It's doctor, lawyer, engineer, businessman. And then even there, it's like, hey, the doctor, the lawyer, the engineer, and the businessman will be like, oh, I don't need that anymore. Which is fair. I don't think you do. Even to this day. I say right now, whoopsies. I say now that you don't need a degree in any kind of arts. I was talking to a friend, and she was like, because she dropped out of what we call CJEP, which is like a weird in-between time that we have within, it's like a middle school equivalent for college. It's like a middle ground you do about 2 years before you go to college. And they kind of almost make you do that unless you skip that, become 21, and become a mature student. Anyway, you get that, and it's like, okay, whatever. And so for me, at least, I'm like, okay. So she was like telling me, she's like, she dropped out. I'm like, why didn't you finish it? What happened? Whatever. And she's like, I don't think you need to go to college or university or CJEP to actually college, university, CJEP to actually to be educated. I think you should be educated. I think education is important. I just don't think you need to go to school to do that. You've got, YouTube and the internet and Udemy and Skillshare and master classes and all these things. Just pay a few bucks, pay a fraction of the cost. That's what I said. I said, because I was talking to a friend also Wednesday night at my youth rally at the young adults rally, where it was like, she's almost done university in design, and she's like, I think I'm just going to drop out. And then one guy who's next to one guy goes, because there's 3 people in this competition, 4 people, me, her, someone else, and someone else, right? So the guy next to her goes, don't do that, it's a bad idea. Because she's almost done, right? So I'm like, just don't. But then the other guy goes, yeah, but it's useless. And I go, no, you're right. I agree. I'm like, I agree with this guy. Either get a trade, or my whole thing is, go get, okay, go get a job, go do like intensive, hello, evening, hello there, Ryan, go just do an intensive like year of learning something. Whatever you want to actually do in life. Go take a year and just learn everything there is to know about that thing. And then sell yourself to everybody else. Like, go sell yourself to the people who are going to, want to hire you. Like, go to your favorite, whatever. Now, yes, at this point in life, you cannot, go be a doctor without a degree. You cannot be a lawyer without a degree. But the other ones, do you know math? Can you do this or do that? Yes. Right? Well, then, what do I care? What do I care about any of this? Seriously. What do I care? Right? I don't care. If you can give me that, I don't care. Like, if you can provide me with the skills and the things necessary that I'm asking, what do I care? Which is what I think is going to happen. One day, we're going to end up with this, can you do what I need to do? Can you pass the bar exam? Yeah. You don't even have to go to 4 years of law school. Can you, pass this exam? Then you're a doctor. Can you do this? You're a businessman. Can you do this? You're an engineer. Can you, not saying that it's, good or bad, education. I'm just saying, like, I personally don't think education is much useful. Because one thing that happened was, there was like a thing on either news or like a documentary or something or a special on TV that was like, if you don't know code, you're doomed and you're wasting your life. And I thought to myself, okay, what about all the other jobs? My dad went, baloney. What about the farmers who don't use code? And I'm like, what about the people who don't use code? Writers, farmers, and he named off like 2 or 3 other professions. And I'm like, Dad, you're right. I agree with him. I know a friend who's a farmer who's probably never touched code in his life. So I don't know what you're doing. So look, I don't really care, but man, I'm going to be ending now. So let's see what we got. And